Welcome to the Abundance Effect, where we empower ambitious women with practical tools to live their most rich and fulfilling life in business and beyond. I'm your host, Larisa McCoof. Let's get started. Welcome back to the Abundance Effect. Today, I want to talk about something that happens every single year: summer. Summer arrives, the weather gets nicer, routines change, kids are home, vacations, they just pop up, patios call your name, and schedules get a little looser because there's just so much temptation out there. And while it's all fun and games, before you know it, the goals you were excited about in January, they're still sitting on a shelf somewhere collecting dust. And you might tell yourself, I just have to enjoy summer. It's so short. I'll get back to it in September. But then September arrives and you wonder where summer went. Can you relate? I know I can, and that's exactly why I wanted to create the Summer Survival Guide, because survival isn't even the right word. I don't want you to survive the summer. I want you to thrive. I want you to arrive in September totally energized, totally fulfilled, and really genuinely proud of how you spent your time. I don't want you to be shocked by how quickly it just disappeared. You've probably heard this quote, and you'll hear it again 1,000 more times. When you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Benjamin Franklin said that hundreds of years ago, and somehow it is still true. Now, summer does not accidentally become meaningful. You must create it. And when you create it and you do so intentionally, it can be really, really good. Now, here's a big lie we tell ourselves. When things slow down, then I'll take care of myself. I'll work on the goal. I'll reconnect with people. I'll get organized. I'll start exercising. I'll write the book. I'll eat healthier. Maybe then I'll have fun. Then I'll really live. But life doesn't work that way, because when summer comes, it doesn't necessarily get slower. It just gets a little different and a whole lot hotter. If you don't decide how you want your summer to look, everyone else is going to decide for you. Your work, your family, your inbox, your social media feed, the neighbor who invites you for the 14th barbecue. Suddenly you're going to be busy every single weekend, many weeknights, and you won't have actually gotten a single thing done that mattered to you. So I just want to share a quick story. Last week during the Morning Magic Challenge, we spent time creating our summer intentionally, not theoretically, not about someday. The summer we want now. One participant realized she had been waiting years to prioritize something that was truly and genuinely important to her. Another realized she was finally giving herself permission to do things because they mattered to her, not to other people who approved of them. And one of my former clients, she actually had discovered she had unused vacation days. So she decided to take every Friday off during the summer. Every Friday. Sounds crazy. But something really interesting happened. She had become way more productive in the 4 days she worked than she had been in 5, because she was intentional and she had something to look forward to. She had space and she had a life. So you may have heard the famous story about the jar. There's a professor who fills a jar with big rocks and asks, "Is it full?" And everyone says, "Yes." Then he adds medium rocks, then small rocks, and then sand. But what's the lesson? If you don't put the big rocks in first, they ain't going to fit later. And summer works the same way. Your big rocks might be family, health, relationships, rest, adventure, business growth, spiritual connection. It doesn't matter what they are. The important thing is, do you know what your big rocks actually are? Or are you filling your summer with sand? Inside this summer planning process, in the Morning Magic Challenge, we went through a simple exercise, and you can do it right now. Step 1, create a summer bucket list. What would make this summer truly meaningful? Not perfect, meaningful. Write everything down, the silly things, the serious things, the fun things, the dreamy things, everything. And if you want, you can hit the pause button and actually do the exercise before I give you the next step. Step 2, choose your top 3. You're going to narrow it down. If only 3 things happen this summer, and those 3 happen beautifully, perfectly, intentionally, what 3 things would make you say, wow, this was a really great summer? I want you to pick those. Next, you're going to take a look at who you want to experience this with. Your spouse, your kids, your friends, yourself. Don't underestimate this question. You want to know who's involved in this experience. And the right people often make the experience beautiful. Step 4, ask where. Does the location matter? You're going to be at a cottage, at a lake, hiking trail, a patio. You've got to figure out where. Where is this thing that you want to have happen going to happen? Step 5, when. This is where most people stop. And this is exactly why most dreams, they stay dreams. You got to pick the month, then pick the week, then pick the day that you want each of these things to happen. Get really, really specific. Research, it consistently shows that implementation intentions dramatically increase follow-through. So what does that actually mean? People who decide when and where something will happen are far more likely to actually do it. Step 6, high-level steps. Ask yourself, what needs to happen? Do you need to book accommodations, make a phone call, register for something, save some money, open a savings account, arrange childcare? What are the major pieces? Step 7 is making success inevitable. And this is where the magic happens. What is the smallest first step? Not the whole plan, but just the first domino. I want you to identify it and then do it. Send the text, make the call, buy the ticket, book the appointment, do it immediately, because momentum loves speed, and that is going to get you into momentum. Do the first step, do the next step, do the step after that, and don't go into hiding, because there's something I notice that happens all the time. People disappear, they retreat, they hide. Maybe they're overwhelmed or they're frustrated. Maybe they're embarrassed because something isn't working. Maybe life gets messy. This is where the ostrich effect kicks in, and you put your head in the sand. I actually did a podcast about that a couple of episodes ago, so we'll put the link to the ostrich effect episode in the chat. But basically, the problem gets ignored. Now, I've been coaching for a really long time, and I cannot remember a single situation that improved because someone disappeared. Situations that improve, they're the ones where people actually keep showing up. This is not rocket science, but when you show up imperfectly, when you show up even half asleep, when you show up even when it's messy, even when you don't feel like it. Humans aren't designed to do life alone. Connection matters, community matters, showing up matters. And so my summer secret, people ask me all the time, what keeps you so grounded? Well, here's the thing. Freedom feels amazing, but freedom without structure becomes chaos. And my secret is having structure. My morning calls make me a better person. I get together with my clients for morning success calls 5 days a week, 6:30 a.m. Eastern. And you know what we do? We set our minds up for success. Once a week, I get together with my clients for the Momentum Lab. And what do? We prioritize what matters and build and keep that momentum going every single week. I have a really strategic planning process that I do with my abundance focus system clients. And when I work with them, I set my own plans too. So I get really intentional every single quarter. I review my plans every month. I review my plans every single week. And you know what happens? I make progress. All of these things are structures that I found work for me. I've shared with my clients and they amazingly work for them. This is all built into my life because structure carries me when motivation disappears. And let me tell you, there is not always a lot of motivation. But if something is scheduled, if something's already pre-decided, all I have to do is show up. And if I show up 99.9% of the time, I get to be in a better mood and the motivation appears. And that's really important because motivation It disappears eventually when you try to force it. But when you have an opportunity for you to just step into something in a simple and easy way because the structure is there for you, life is a lot better. So I don't want you to wake up on Labor Day wondering where the summer went. I don't want you standing there thinking, I'll start again in September. No, I want you to stand there confidently saying, this is a beautiful summer. Oh my gosh. This is the summer I lived. This is the summer I enjoyed. This is the summer I made memories and moved my life forward in a meaningful way. This is the summer I stayed connected to myself. I didn't just take care of my kids, I took care of myself too, because extraordinary lives are not built through occasional inspiration. They are built through daily self-leadership. So here's my question. What are your 3 most meaningful things for this summer? I want you to choose them, schedule them, take the first step, and then go off and enjoy your summer. Enjoy every last bit of it. Squeeze the juice, squeeze the excitement out of it, and totally own it. I'm going to see you again next week on The Abundance Effect. Bye for now. Hey guys, if this episode reminded you that momentum is built through small, consistent actions, do not let summer become the season you disconnect from yourself. I want you to stay plugged in. And to help you, I am going to host 4 special events through the summer. The 1-hour weekly reset masterclass, the 5-minute miracles masterclass, the ultimate breakthrough masterclass, and rewire your morning, reinvent your life. Each one of these is designed to help you reset, refocus, and keep moving what matters most without adding a lot of extra pressure to your life. You're going to find out all the details about what the classes are and how to register in the links in the show notes. So enjoy your summer, stay connected to yourself, keep going, and join us for one or all of the masterclasses.